I'm going to release the email about racial profiling, and I understand that the penalty comes with potential ousting from the Senate.
That is irresponsible and conduct unbecoming a senator.
If there is going to be some retribution against the senator from New Jersey, count me in.
I violated this rule knowingly. This is about the closest I'll probably ever have in my life to an I am Spartacus moment.
Well, I don't know about Spartacus, but Republicans are saying try more like ridiculous. Welcome, everybody. I'm Neil Cavuto. This is Your World. We're going to be back to the hearing as soon as everything resumes down there. We'll get the latest now from Shannon Bream in Washington on what turned out to be a document drama and almost a constitutional crisis, or so we were led to believe, apparently solved and resolved. But man, oh man, back and forth we go. Shannon, what was this all about?
Neil, you saw this morning. Senator Booker spoke up and said there are these emails. He'd referenced these last night in conversation and testimony and questioning with Judge Kavanaugh right here behind me, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. We didn't know what emails he was talking about. They were marked committee confidential, meaning the committee could see the documents, but they weren't available for public release. Senator Lee spoke up last night and said, hey, if you're going to question him about these, we need to talk about getting them released. He then went over and had a quiet conversation with Senator Booker. The two of them shook hands before he walked away. We thought they were working to some deal. So this morning when he took to the dais and said, I'm going to release these at the very risk of being expelled from the Senate, it got a lot of folks' attention. He was cautioned by Senator Cornyn and others on the committee about doing that. And not long after that, he did release these documents. So I reached out to his office to say, were these part of the documents he was negotiating with Senator Lee about? Were these documents released, or is he really making a point by violating Senate rules or policy by releasing them? They wouldn't get back to me. Well, then Senate committee staffers here for the Judiciary Committee told us, a number of us reporters, that they said these had been cleared by 4 a.m. and there were a number of senators who had been notified, including Senator Booker. So then that raises the question about his speech here about 10 a.m. this morning, the release of the documents about 11 a.m. So I again went back to his staff and said, we need to know about the timing of when he knew these documents were already okay for public release. They wouldn't get back to us about specific timing, but here is what Bill Burke said. He is the man who is going through the presidential privilege with respect to President Bush 43. He said, we cleared the documents last night shortly after Senator Booker's staff asked us to. We were surprised to learn about Senator Booker's histrionics this morning because we'd already told him he could use the documents publicly. In fact, we have said yes to every request made by the Senate Democrats to make documents public.